Hello. Testing really quick if I have the sound on this stream. I don't want to hear an echo. Oh, I must not. Okay, I don't see myself. Oh, it's muted. Okay, cool. Hello, hello. Wait for some people to pop in the chat. This is always the most awkward part of live streaming. Is the intro. Where I'm just sat here by myself. Hello. I know there's a delay too, so that makes it worse. Feeling very cozy this evening. I just really needed a shower after work, so excuse my hair and my makeupless face. Although I think my camera quality is bad enough that, like, genuinely, I feel like you can't tell even when I have makeup on unless I have like Tiffany level eyeshadow going on. But I'm in my jammies. I got some tea. I am fucking ready to talk about some books. I hope you all are doing well. Some of you I literally just saw yesterday because I did a live stream talking about all the movies I watched. Today we're talking about all the books. So welcome. I do have a game, a quick little game as per usual. How we start off the stream. Hi guys. Hi Mindy, Mariel, Maddie, Des, Colleen. Hello. Welcome. Loch Ness. Sup? And maybe Brandon. He said he might not make it. That background though. It got like the cool half and then like the half. I gotta like find a way to like turn the camera so it's like just the set. Almost. Oh, well, either way, you get my like reflector in the back too, but that's a little bit better actually. Then you can kind of get like the set. I just have like the corner of the room I fill in, so it looks funny. There's like nothing on the walls here. It's truly a set. But there we go. Yeah, you can see my reflector in the background, but that's fine. That's fine. I do have a game. Since I did go live yesterday, I didn't update the scoreboard yet, so this does not reflect those that won points during last night's stream, so it will be updated. But I'm streaming 2 nights in a row, so. But I do have a game. Maybe it'll be easy. I don't know. Sorry, I just saw Maddie's comment. Welcome. I'm so excited for you getting back into reading. That's awesome. I love that. Sorry, I just want to welcome. I'm glad you're here. So I don't know if you've been to any other streams, Maddie, or anybody else. I usually play a little game just to warm everything up, get us warm up, stretch a little bit as people kind of come into, because I know YouTube is delayed on like giving notifications when people are live. And you can get on the scoreboard, and at the end of the year, like the top couple of winners or whatever will get a prize. We'll figure it out. We're closing in on the end of the year, but I still have a couple months to figure it out. Hi, Jackie. All right, so the game, it's just 3 questions this time. I know last night we had a bunch more questions, but the game is to guess the horror book by emojis. Like, hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. I feel like that's a thing on the internet. Like, it's like a string of emojis and it like represents like the plot of a book or a movie or something. That's what I did. I made these myself. I didn't get them from the internet. So if they're bad, it's on me. So I feel like I picked quite popular books though. So hopefully it's easy to get. So I have 3 here, 3 little sets of emojis. And if you could just tell me the title of the book. These are all books. Well, I guess, and technically movies too. So there's your one hint for all of these, but they're also books because this is Creepy Book Club. So here's your first one. Here's your first one. I thought like I was like, I don't know if I need to read out the emojis, but I feel like that'll give it away. I just Googled these emojis. So these are, again, also if they're not good. Oh shit. Okay, Mariel. I saw Mariel first with The Shining. Good job. That was The Shining. Okay, they were easy. Everyone got it. Okay. There was no typewriter emoji, so I did all I could get was like a keyboard right there for like Jack Torrance being a writer. And that technically is an elevator emoji, I guess, according to the internet. So I was like, oh, I want to do like the elevator with blood. Okay, let me write. I got a big old list now of everyone who won last night. So let me get Marielle down. I know you're already on the board, so we'll just add one to yours. Typing. There's no typewriter emoji. I feel like there should be a typewriter emoji, right? Okay, well, good job. You guys are all geniuses. Everybody got it right. Marielle just got hers in the fastest. All right, here is your next set of emojis. I feel like this one, you guys, it's going to be like a typing contest also. Next set of emojis. I feel like the ending was kind of tricky. There was an emoji I wanted, but I could not find one that would make sense. Oh shit. Oh my God. Everybody's popped in all at one time. YouTube gave me Jackie's answer first, although you all popped in at one time. Like when I saw it, like I blinked and they were all there. I saw Jackie's first, though. That at least that's the order they put it in. So that one's on YouTube. Good job, Jackie. Yes, it was The Exorcist. There was no stairs emoji. I wanted a stairs emoji, and at least like on Google, from what I could copy and paste into the little bar there was no fucking I'm on a slight delay, so this is oh no. If you're able to like push the stream like all the way to the end, I don't know if that'll help you. I know I'm on a delay like you guys are. Your responses are usually delayed, so I'm always sitting here for a second waiting. Okay, Jackie, I know you got one yesterday, so we're gonna add one more to yours. Yeah. Mom calls the church. I didn't want to put too many emojis in there either. I'm like, let me just get like the basics. But I really wanted a stairs emoji. I had to go with window, so I was hoping everybody would maybe understand. Like he goes through the window and then down the stairs and then he dies. I'm also like not great at this emoji game. I don't even really know if they have to be in order. I was just like, let me just throw all the emojis in there. They have like some set. I got the endings in there. Like I feel like the endings of all of these emoji things I created are correct. Okay, last one. I don't know if this one's going to be trickier either, but again, because there was an emoji I wanted, but it looks funny in the sequencing in here. Let's see. Appreciate the story details. The ending of this one. Oh, Maddie, nice. Oh, I saw. Yep. Oh, I have. Okay. Oh my gosh, everybody's coming in. I actually put Marielle first, but I saw Maddie's first. So I'll explain Dracula's part in a second. I'm going to give it to Marielle and Maddie because my eyeball saw Maddie's first and then it put Marielle's first. So I'm going to give you both the point. I'm feeling generous. Okay, let me write your name down, Maddie, because this would be the first time you're on the board. Okay, yeah, I'm feeling generous. Okay, so it's not. Again, an emoji that I wanted, but I did not have was dust because he turns to dust at the end. And that's the closest. Sorry, I don't know the direction here. That's the closest I could get to dust. And and there's no ship either. So I'm like, so he like rose in his little coffin to the big city. That's what that's supposed to be. Yeah, it was supposed to be dust at the end. That is the closest I could get. Because he gets like stabbed and beheaded and turns to dust, and yeah, it's a whole thing. You didn't miss anything. The emojis just were not helping me out in this scenario. I want you to write a book entirely in emojis. I feel confident in it though, because I feel like if you guys understood my emoji sequencing, I feel like it would be understandable. Like a book full of emojis that I've like put in a certain order, you guys would understand. Like I feel like you guys would get it. Love that they follow the plot. I tried a little bit. I was like, it's most like for Dracula, it was mostly just like the beginning and then the end. The dust. Why is there no dust emoji? I don't know what you would need a dust emoji for, but I feel like it's needed. Well, that was fun. I'm glad everybody had fun with that one. I'll have to do that again. I'll have to do that again for sure. I have a copy of Macbeth told entirely in emojis. That is amazing. That is amazing. Okay, well, good job, everybody. All right. So we are here to talk about the August Creepy Book Club pick, which was Hide by Kiersten White. I remember this name from my teen years. I read like one book by her. Maybe it was like two. It was like a teen, like paranormal romance. So when I saw this come out, I was like, oh, I'm going to like read it eventually for sure. I'm glad it became a Creepy Book Club pick because very interested because it's an adult horror novel. And I think everything else she has written is teen. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. So if anybody is just hanging out and you haven't read the book, you're totally free to hang out. I'm not going to kick anybody out. I'm just giving you a spoiler warning is all. If you don't care about that, feel free to stick around. That's totally cool. I just don't want anyone getting mad because we start talking spoilers and stuff. But you're more than welcome just to hang out. Absolutely. Okay. Mariel already loved this book. I'm so glad. I think somebody, hold on, I'm going to clean my glasses while I talk. I think somebody said too in a comment somewhere that this is like one of their favorite Creepy Book Club picks. Was that you, Colleen? I think you commented something. And that made me really happy. Definitely glad you guys enjoyed it for sure. I'll stay to hang out. Okay. Thanks, low carb. Ooh, okay. So I was gonna ask you guys like general feelings, like right off the bat. Love. Okay. Read it a while back and loved it. Okay. Okay. I had a really fun time with this. I think there's there's maybe one or two things I might nitpick at, but it's like when something is like mostly like overall good, I feel like my tendency is like, well, let me find like something to kind of like discuss. You know what I mean? Oh, Shell or Shelly? I'm really sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Favorite book of the year so far? Awesome. Oh my gosh, and Oz too. Wow. Okay, I'm so glad you guys love this. All right, I'm so excited. I liked it. I'm the outlier. Don't worry, I nitpicked one or two things about this. So don't worry, don't worry. Shelly. Okay, thank you. Okay. Love the spelling. I just wanted to make sure I said it right. Thank you. And sorry for saying it wrong the first time. Okay, so let's get right into it with like the story set up. Like, what did you guys think? I mean, I love the premise. right off the bat, like an extreme hide and seek game. But what did we think of like the plot twist also? I feel like it was maybe a little bit obvious right off the bat. Like there was some like hints that were like very big, like hints that something was going on. Although it's quite a short book. So I guess like, I mean, I was ultimately fine with that. If it was longer, I maybe would have been a little bit more, I don't want to say disappointed, or I would have been expecting another twist, but I feel like she definitely wasn't hiding it, like hiding it. That something else is going on for sure. Um, liked it, but wanted more of the amusement park setting. No, it does. It does. Yeah, I feel like most of like the bits about the amusement park are mostly just how maze like it is. Although I will say, like the map in the at least the physical copy for sure is fucking fantastic. I'm one of those people, like I am legit a sucker for a book if it has a map in the front. Maybe I'm just simple that way, but definitely a few things that don't really hold up if you dig it. I'm so glad you brought that up though, Jackie, because we're just going to dive right into it, because I definitely had questions, because getting right in, getting right into it. So the whole point of this is that like a group that lived in this town made this sort of deal or whatever for wealth and power and success. Um, and not everybody in their bloodline gets it though, because everybody that gets recruited to come to this like amusement park and like be a sacrifice has to be related to them by blood. So at first I was thinking like, oh, maybe they have to stay in the town or something to get success. But they definitely mention people who don't live in the town and they're still successful. So I feel like, I don't know, maybe if somebody like, maybe I just missed something or you guys have more insight, but I feel like that was kind of like a plot. I don't want to say like a full on plot hole, but I was just like, how does this work though, really? Because like, why aren't all of their descendants getting the success and wealth and power that they are getting? Do you know what I mean? Um, or is it because they're not helping get sacrifices? I don't know. Like, I feel like that part was kind of like left out. Like, why aren't they getting the success? Is it because like the bloodline's too diluted? Like, what's going on? Because it's gonna get diluted either way, like as time goes on. Love the map. Had the twist spoiled by a rant review. Oh no, I'm so sorry. There were a few bits like right in the beginning where I was kind of like, where what's her face, like Linda was kind of like, they mentioned like she's like kissing their heads or touching their foreheads as if blessing them, and I'm like, and then the whole spa thing, yeah, I was a little bit like, huh. It was a map designed to swallow. Assumed it trickled down the bloodline. Okay, interesting. Okay. But not everybody stays around, because what's his name, like Legrand, his father, like he has his whole, like he has like a whole cult somewhere. I guess maybe they never just mention it, like, do they have to spend time in the town or something, or like does he drop by and spend time in the town to get his benefits? I don't know. It's very weird. Almost as if these white people summoned a devil without reading the fine print, and it doesn't actually do anything to help them. They are just privileged. Fuck. Jackie, oh my God. I think you might have figured it out. I think you might have figured it out. I think it was suggested it was because the bloodline was too thin, the success thing. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, so maybe it was like, it was because they were so far removed. They're like cousins of cousins or something. It's like a lot more diluted, so it doesn't go. Okay, maybe I just thought too much about it. The more diluted, the less likely. Okay. Yeah, Jackie right in there with that. I was gonna wait to kind of like talk about some of the themes, but Jackie's like, maybe it's just white privilege. And I feel like you're 1,000% spot on, which is kind of funny. Like maybe they're just sacrificing people to a demon every 7 years or whatever the fuck it is. And yeah, maybe they're not actually getting any benefits from it. It's just because they're white and they have generational wealth. So it depends on whatever we think having. Well, I mean, you're successful if you're the cult leader. What's the quote from Creed in The Office? You make more money as a leader, but you have more fun as a follower. Like if you're the leader, I feel like you would consider yourself successful, right? I did wonder if the cult was created to breed sacrifices. Linda does mention, like, to Legrand that his father is like one of the best at this. Like, so I believe like fully it's like kind of like an allusion to maybe like an FLDS, like kind of one of those scary cults where it's, like tons and tons of children, like, and probably, yes, for this purpose of sending sacrifices every 7 years, for sure. For sure, for sure. They're just complete privileged assholes. Yeah, I feel like that's it. Yeah, there's my one kind of like nitpicky thing with the plot is I feel like all of that was very much thrown in at the end, though. Like when they finally escape the park and they get to Linda's house and they find like the diary entries or whatever, and so you're bogged down with all these diary entries, and then Linda comes home and they tie her up and they're talking to her and questioning her. So you're like getting all this information dumped on you. So I feel like it was a really good, like, it's a really good theme to have in the book. I just kind of wish it was a little bit spread out more. Maybe like a couple like flashback scenes or something. I don't know. Of like past sacrifices, maybe kind of like alluding to things and then kind of give us the stuff at the end. And it makes them feel sanctimonious, like they're doing it for the good of everyone. Yeah, I think I marked it in here. It's part of their interaction with like Linda, or it's like some of the diary entries too. They fully believe they're doing it for the good of everyone. Yeah, it's like one of the diary entries. I think it's supposed to be Linda at this point talking about the contest or something. And she says in the diary entry, they all want something for nothing. Like they believe it's very sanctimonious. Like they're like, we're doing this for you. And that's where I definitely get that kind of like generational clash. Like, I think these are supposed to be some like more Gen Z people too, but it felt very like boomers versus millennials, like how, boomers call like really any younger generation like lazy, even though we're working our asses off. Which is seen through like all of these characters, which are really well drawn. We get like enough backstory from each of them to know that for the most part, except for like the one or two like choice assholes in this group of sacrifices, they're mostly all like hardworking people that just want to be successful. And they're entering this contest, and these white privileged assholes just see that as they're just trying to make quick money. They want something for nothing. And it's totally pious, and it just makes me think of like that kind of like boomer versus millennial thing. Like, they think we're all lazy and we just want to be on the internet and make tons of money and not do anything for money. I wrote the theme of progress and how it's not really possible when there's people making sure others stay in their place. Yes, they're really stuck doing this thing over and over and over again, and it's really kind of sad because it feels almost too realistic, this theme. Like if we just want to keep the old ways, if we just want to, at least in the United States, follow the Constitution right down to the letter instead of interpreting it for a modern generation, we're literally just going to be doing the same things over and over again. And people are going to be staying in their place and suffering because of it. And then the white and the privileged will be on top. Yeah, it feels a little too real, but I think you're spot on. And they do it turning people that are in the same situation in search of success or stability against each other. Yep, which is exactly what the wealthy do anyway. They keep the poor and disenfranchised and the marginalized divided and fighting each other, so we won't group together and fight them, which is what happens at the end, albeit after their numbers have shrunk significantly. But instead of fighting each other and trying to, just get out themselves and fuck the other people, they group together and fuck Linda over, as it should be. The issue is they didn't really explain how the monster stays in the park. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know that they explain it, but I think it's kind of just understood that the monster stays there as long as it gets its sacrifices. Because up until this point, it's like gotten its 14 sacrifices every 7 years. So it just like sleeps or hibernates or whatever. Maybe it's kind of an easy way out to not explain, but I guess maybe it's like it has no reason to go out if they're upholding their end of the bargain. That's just my interpretation, though. I don't know I don't remember that being explained in detail in the book, though. I think those themes are throughout because the main character is homeless and dealing with poverty because of the stuff she went through in the framing. Oh, for sure. Those ones are. I just meant like I feel like that like generational wealth at the end, when we find out what's really going on, was like thrown in at the end. But absolutely. I mean, as we're learning about each character, we're learning that they're all just literally just trying to survive. They're just trying to survive. And most of them are talking about like how much this money would help them with their business or, whatever it is they're going to do. Absolutely. You're 100% correct. The classism, racism, and generational stuff was plopped in there somewhat without plot tie-in. Yeah, it just was more like, it was like all part of the big reveal twist. And I just feel like maybe like a couple of flashbacks or something like dropped in here or there to kind of like hint at that stuff a little bit would have kind of, I don't want to say eased us into that, but it would have been like, yep, and there it is. Like we would have been figuring it out on our own. Absolutely. So basically what we're all saying is capitalism. Turns out the real ritual sacrifice is capitalism. And that's on that. Yes. The gate keeps it in. Oh, okay. It's just the gate. Yeah, I figured it was just like it gets its 14 meals and then it just sleeps and it doesn't have any other reason to like go anywhere. But they did also design the park around the monster, because they almost make you feel like the park was just there, because when they give you the background on the park, they don't, obviously right at the beginning of the book, they don't say that. So it just feels like the amusement park was already there, but it was built specifically for this. And that's why it's so maze-like also. Thank you, Oz, for mentioning that, because yeah, that completely slipped my mind. But yeah, they designed the park around the monster also. That's why it's like so confusing and stuff. It's not actually meant to like function as an amusement park. It's meant to like keep the monster in. That makes sense. Like it's maze-like and to confuse it and shit like that. It was capitalism all along. Each character felt real. I like that Mac is the focus. Yeah, we got like enough insight. Like I feel like it didn't drag the book down, but it was enough that like you feel for these characters, even the assholes like that you're rooting are gonna die soon, because yeah, all odds against us, too close to home. Yeah, yeah. I do think that the way the backstory was revealed could have been better. Yeah, it was like we kind of get introduced to each character and they're very much like, I don't want to say stereotypes, but they're like, as we're introduced to them, they're like, we have like the small business owner, we have the intern, it's like very much, like a character type We have the influencer, we have, that sort of thing. Until it's like their turn to die, and then we get their backstory. So yeah, I see what you're saying for sure. Oh, did it? I might have forgotten that. It might have too. I mean, it's all like a demonic ritual, so probably. Still don't think the flaws were. No, I'm definitely just nitpicking. Like, I don't mean to like be like, you guys all love this book. Let me pick at it. Just trying to create discussion. Um, so like as I'm reading it, I like unfortunately kind of think that way. I'm like, let me like pick out things we can talk about. The gate was made by one of the main people, and that family member's like, I did my job. Peace out. I just want to know where these weirdos found out about all this magic. Yeah, that part's kind of like, yeah. But I mean, I did mark a quote that I just thought was funny that Ava says. Oh, she says, I don't know, white people. You never really can tell. I think that explains that pretty well, Jackie. Where they found out about all this magic. White people, you never really know. Which is funny because they are talking about how the younger generation wants something, or they want everything for nothing. And yet the people who started this did the same exact thing. Instead of just like pulling themselves up by their bootstraps and working really hard, they found some like demonic magic book and summoned a demon to give them wealth and power. Doesn't that seem like wanting something for nothing? I don't know. I don't know. All the people benefiting from that original sacrifice, like they're getting something for nothing. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Also, like the idea of the wrong sacrifice, the strongest woman in the world, Ava, representing feminism in any other group that wasn't planned or expected to fight back. And she's not even like part of it. It turns out she's not actually related. She's not actually related to anybody like any of those original people. So the monster doesn't even want her anyway. And yet she stays and helps too because she is literally the strongest woman. It's funny that we all see ourselves as the main character in our lives. Maybe we're the other one. Except for Jaden. Fuck that guy. Yeah, Jaden was the worst. His death, though, I love how fast it happened. I was like totally expecting like a big fight scene on the top of that like whatever big swing ride. I don't know what those are called. But yeah, I did include a little banner in here though because of that ending. Justice for Brandon. Justice for Brandon. That part was so fucking sad. And he was such a badass too. He climbed all the way up to the top and would just literally just yeeted Jaden off of the top as he deserved. I wonder what it would be like if there's less characters that were more fleshed out. That's a nitpicky complaint too. Yeah, that's true. 14 did seem like a lot, but I guess it's mostly to maybe for our benefit to like keep up appearances in the book, because if it starts like if we had too few characters, we would have to figure out what was going on super duper quick, I suppose, or the main characters would have to figure out what's going on super duper quick. But because there's so many of them, they have a couple of days before they realize something's like wrong. That's my only guess, but yeah, for sure. Another thing, I just love this book too much. The way escaping felt wrong because by escaping their fate, they would just be passing it to somebody else. That's true. That is true. And very interesting considering like I really got sad. I was so sad about Brandon. When that happened, I put the book down for the rest of the day. I was like, yeah, I don't want to read anymore right now. My bitch is all of Brandon. Brandon was awesome. He was so sweet. He totally did not deserve to be in there. I mean, none of them did really. But damn. Exactly. And he literally like invited them all to come live with him. Like, can you imagine the spin-off like little novella of just the four of them living at like Brandon's grandma's house that he inherited? It would be amazing. I need it now. Anyways, though, I like that you guys were talking about not wanting to leave the park. Like that felt wrong, like just escaping that quickly because of what they end up doing, which is like low key a really like cabin in the woods-esque ending. Because they do go back, but they don't kill the monster. They literally just open the gate and they let it eat Linda first, but but then they just leave the gate. Someone write the fanfic in emojis. I'm on it. I'm gonna write this whole thing in emojis. But how did we feel about the ending? They literally just let the monster out. So I wonder what does that mean though? So he still had to eat a couple more people to then like just go to sleep, or is he going to just keep like roaming around, and then if he happens across somebody that has the right blood type or whatever is going to eat them? Fanfic and emojis. Brandon would like that. I think Brandon would probably be happy with anything. Like he's just that type of character. Hey Tanner. Thanks for dropping by. We're having a great stream. I think this is like one of my favorite discussions ever that we've had. Yeah. I love doing these as live streams so much more, but like this is like I just figured it meant the family / town lose their extra luck. True. Yeah, I just wonder if like if it's just gonna just go on an eating rampage. Like, is it just gonna binge eat all of the people in that town that are related? But that's like the fun of the ending though too, because it literally just ends at that and we don't know. Stop talking about Brandon. Poor Brandon. Brandon deserved better. Brandon deserved better. But I liked the ending though. It was very cabin in the woods-esque, like the old gods. Like, let's just let him have a chance. Let's just let this monster have a chance, And the people who initiated this definitely, I feel like, never thought about the repercussions of like, what if that happened, Or like, what would even happen if it was still locked in the amusement park and they just stopped feeding it people? Like, obviously they would lose their luck or whatever, their success and all that. But like, if it couldn't get out because of the gate, like everyone would still be alive? ? I don't know. I mean, they're all greedy, which is why they keep doing it. But I'm just being like devil's advocate now. I know why they keep doing it, because they're greedy as fuck. Releasing into the world equals may the odds be ever in your favor. Oh, that's a good point. It kind of like levels the playing field, doesn't it? Because the monster would literally just go after anybody with the right blood type and not just a sacrifice of a disenfranchised person, like cousin of a cousin of a cousin who is distantly related. So it does level the playing field a bit. Good point. Excellent point. Glad they went not they killed the monster in the end. Thank you, Jackie. Jazz hands for the nightmare fuel. Thank you so much. It was great and I love it. And I love you. And I love that I get to talk you all about it. I love Creepy Book Club. I love you guys. Okay, sorry, I'm getting mushy now. We just talked about Brandon, and now I'm feeling like emotional. And then Loch Ness brought up Mac and Ava. You OTP, yep. Yep. They were mad cute. I love how Ava just kind of like Mac was for the longest time just like, I'm a lone wolf. Like, I'm gonna stay by myself. And Ava's just like very matter of factly, yeah, I'm gonna like sleep on the ground next to your cot. I'm still gonna wait for you to come back to camp. Like, so sweet. We're all emotional now. I told y'all not to focus on Brandon. You got my emotions. Oh, what's their ship name? I feel like Mava is the only one that came to my mind. Mava? Is that their I love how we went from like this like amazing discussion about like generational wealth and racism and white privilege with this book and capitalism, and now we're like, what's Mac and Ava's ship name? This is why I love you guys so much. Mava Ack. Ack. Ack sounds like the like aliens from Mars Attacks. I think we're gonna go with Mava. I think Mava. Thank you so much, Colleen. Thank you so much for the nightmare fuel. Seriously, you guys are yeah. It's not necessary, but I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Click the it's a text. Yeah. That's all I could think of. Ooh, coming in with the good question. Who plays them in the movie? Who plays them in the movie? Ooh. Okay. Yeah, we need to cast this like right now. No. Absolutely not, Des. There's no reason to apologize. I think it's great. Yeah. Great minds. Great minds. Yeah, no reason to apologize. I thought it's funny. I love it. That's why these are so fun. Yeah, but we need to cast them too. Like, for real, for real. I do have, yeah, you guys, like, finally, we kind of are talking about Mac a little bit. So I have something like I want to bring up to the group or like ask the group, but we need to figure out who's going to play them. Sorry, it was like a really loud car outside. I feel like Mac might be like ooh, actually, I was gonna say like a Kiernan Shipka or something like that, but I think Elsie Fisher would be like right on. Ooh, or Jenna Ortega. Not bad either. Leah, sorry, I'm gonna have to look up your Ava casting really quick. I am not familiar with that name. Oh my god, am I gonna spell the name right? Delaria. Oh, okay. Okay. I could see that. Ooh, Brianna Hildebrand would also be a good Mac. Nice one. Oh, how cute. Oh, I didn't realize that. Well, then, hi, Shelly. Hi. You did. Oh my God. You got to like record these conversations. Make a little notes in your notes app. She was Boo and Orange is the New Black. There was also some, hold on. Who would there was somebody like I had, like, when you like, I don't know how you guys read, but when I read, I usually like, I don't want to say like I naturally put actors in there, but that's like usually like my brain's like frame of reference, like who I imagine they look like. I'm just getting the actress's name. Samira Wiley, also from Orange is the New Black, I would submit for Ava. Shouldn't Anya be in it? I feel like Anya would definitely be the influencer Ava for sure. Like that's 1,000% the casting on that one. She's the influencer Ava. I feel like okay, hold on, I'm writing this down. I'm writing this down. Mac. And then Ava. Yeah. I'm gonna submit this to Kiersten White and be like, movie deal now. Movie deal now. Anya's beautiful. Ava is perfect. Yes. I feel like that's perfect. Yeah. Mine is Samira Wiley. Hopefully I said her name right. She's also in Orange is the New Black. That would be my submission for Ava, like the Ava. That's my submission for sure. I love that you brought her up, Julia. 1,000%, my number one Hollywood crush for sure. Number one. Okay, while you guys muse on that. Oh, who plays Brandon? I don't know. I could see like a Joe Keery maybe. I don't know, the moody teen. Oh, Brianna Hildebrand. Oz. Somebody submitted them for Mac also. Jackie did, yeah. Oh, Noah, is it Centennial or Centineo? I never know how to say his last name. That would be a good one also. Can't think of it. My brain has space for one thing and one thing only. Women. Oh my god. I don't know how to say his last name. Centineo. I think that might be a good one. Yeah, I really can't think of any other like men that would be like a good, like happy-go-lucky. Definitely, we need like a definitely like golden retriever type. Like Brandon's got big himbo energy. Also, this like everyone I can think of is like in their 30s and 40s. Also that. Okay, well, you guys muse on that. Since we brought up Mac, this is just me playing the devil's advocate because there were parts where I was like, other than like the hide and seek game and like her personal character development, I'm like, was Mac's backstory necessary? I'm not saying it wasn't like because it was terrifying. But I feel like I guess I just feel like at the end the themes were like so much bigger than like one character, and I know Mac is the main character. So yes, we had to get tons of backstory on her, but I feel like the ending was just like so much more like thinking globally. And at the end I was kind of like, was her backstory like necessary? I feel like it's more thinking locally, you know? That. Just Googling young actors because I don't pay attention to men. Oh my god. Well, this is just me playing devil's advocate. I'm just nitpicking for the sake of discussion, is all. Oh, good misdirect. Yeah, that's true. Good misdirect to make the twist. Oh my god, I can't I'm literally just drinking tea. It doesn't seem like I'm drinking tea. Make the twist more unpredictable. That's true, I guess. 'Cause I feel like it makes more sense right in the beginning when we think it's just a hide and seek game, and then the twist comes, and it's like it's about so much more than that. Bill Skarsgård is Brandon. I don't know. I feel like he plays a lot of scary roles, so I don't know. Although he is pretty multifaceted. You know what? Yeah, well, yeah, Bill Skarsgård. Yeah. It does give Mac depth. Oh, for sure. It's because she's the main character. Like, absolutely. I think their backstory really made me think about the ritual really not being real, or maybe it actually cursed their family. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Because they're like, it's the people that are like more spread out, like bloodline wise, and also in the like from the town. So it's like a bunch of people that like literally have never lived in the town or definitely never have participated in this like ritual thing. So yeah, maybe they're cursed a little bit. It's very traumatic, so I'm not sure, but it does explain how she responds to the situation for sure. Yeah. You guys still got it. I feel like I've never seen a male actor in my life. Men act in movies? What do you guys? I can't think of a single one. You guys are funny. Okay, that's the most like devil's advocate I'm gonna get in this. I was just like, yeah, let's talk about it. It was a terrifying backstory, I have to fucking say. Like, drew me in right at the beginning with the whole premise being a hide and seek game. I was like, oh fuck. Like, that's so fucking scary. Ooh, you know what? From some what's his name? The one that plays Nick in Heartstopper, Brandon. He has so much himbo, like golden retriever energy. That's the casting. That's Brandon. I can't think of the actor's name right now, but the one that plays Nick. I know that. I know the character names. Also, that she's not hiding anymore at the end. Yeah, okay. All right, Colleen, you're right. Yeah, she spent her whole life hiding. Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, good point. In that movie Villains, yeah. He basically is a golden. Good point, yeah. Also, and no one we meet from that family, even the ones that live in town, go to the board meetings, seem actually happy. That's true. Oh, what's that saying? Money doesn't buy something. Who knows? Thank you, Des. Kit Connor. Yes. That'll be my submission. Tagging along whoever mentioned Heartstopper here, Marielle. Kit Connor's my submission for Brandon. That's too funny. Okay, well, that's really all I had for me, like nitpicking for the sake of discussion. So if there's anything else anybody wants to like bring up or we want to discuss about Hyde, please do. Also, if you are down for giving a number rating, and you want to let us know in the chat what you gave it. I logged it as something in Storygraph. I think it was like a 4.75 or something like that. It was like a 4.75. The number really means nothing to me. I had a lot of fun reading it, and that's what counts. That's literally all that counts. Linda is living a hardcore Karen life. Oh, she is like the template. She's the Rosetta Stone for Karens. I'm a sucker for anything with miserable rich people. We need to like somehow make that into the tagline of this movie slash show that we're creating with our casting. Jackie a 4 out of 5, Oz a 5, Colleen 4.5, a 4, 10 out of 10, would read again, 4, 3.5, 3.5. Wow, okay. I'm just glad you guys all like mostly enjoyed it, even if it was like I say like lower rating. A 3.5 is still good. Like it's definitely still good. I'm glad you guys like mostly had a good time reading it for sure. So this was a great one. Seriously. Not sure what rich people are doing with their lives. I feel like I could be happy and rich. That's because we wouldn't even need that much to like be happy and comfortable. You know what I mean? I don't think anybody here wants to be a whatever trillionaire or whatever Jeff Bezos is at now. You know, I don't want that much money. I just want enough money to be comfortable and to be able to pay my bills, pay off my student loans, and donate to people in need whenever I have the feeling come upon me. That's how much money I need. So I guess, I don't know, maybe, yeah, a trillionaire would be great. Most of that would be donated. Thank you for stopping by, Oz. Oh, it's your first creepy book club too? Yay! Yay, 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 yay. Yay, yay, yay. Glad the book turned out good for everyone. Thanks for hanging out with the chat. Appreciate it. Oh my God. We're submitting this. I don't know to who, but we're submitting this casting. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I feel like she would just so love to play like a villain too. The few times I've seen her as more like a villain character, like in Scream Queens. I feel like she was having a great fucking time with that. Oh, I have not yet. I have not read Fantastic Land. It seems interesting though. I think it's supposed to take place in Florida too. I'm sure it's on my physical TBR somewhere. Jamie Curtis can do whatever the fuck she wants. That is true. She's more than earned doing whatever the fuck she wants. I feel like we should hate Linda. I can't hate Jamie. She would just play it so well. It'd be great. As we normally end out the stream here, talking about a few just different things. If there's anything else y'all read this month that you really loved and you want to share in the comments, please do. I did do a video talking about the stuff I read this month that literally went up yesterday, but I did finish I didn't finish The Sandman, let me just say. I mean, I finished the first book of The Sandman. I'm about to get ahead of myself there. I finished the whole thing. Oh my God. Oh, you read 56 Days also? I didn't check the comments on my video yet, so I didn't see if you commented. I also read 56 Days. Yeah. Oh, and you're going to try and finish The Hacienda? That was great. That was our June pick? I think it was June. Dead Silence. How did you like it? I had a lot of fun with that one too. I had a lot of fun with that one also. I need more like space horror like that, like haunted space. Haunted space. Faves this month were The Final Strife. I'll have to look that one up. And excuse me, Star Wars. Sorry. Star Wars Queen Shadow. There are so many Star Wars books. It's a little bit terrifying. We just recently like kind of moved our sci-fi fantasy section in the store, and I like never quite realized how many Star Wars books we have until moving that whole sci-fi section. Read The Hellbound Heart and Pretty Girls. Pretty Girls, is that the Karen Slaughter one? Because I think I have that on my TBR. Been meaning to read it. I think her book title has something like that in it. I don't know if that's the one you're talking about. I also have The Hellbound Heart on my TBR. I'm going to try and... It's so short. I feel like I should be able to get it read before the Hulu show. or movie. I actually can't remember if it's supposed to be a show or a movie now with Jamie Clayton as Pinhead. Ooh, the Pallbearers Club. How was that one? How was that one? I like it sold out so fast in my store. I didn't even get a chance to get a copy yet. But it looks fun. Loving it. It's not quite fan. Okay, so I won't say anything yet. I had a lot of fun with that one though. So you'll have to tell me how it was when you're done. Oh, girl one. Okay, I'll have to look up that one. The title kind of sounds familiar. Devil Takes You Home. Ooh, love the title. This is so bad for my TBR. Like so bad for my TBR. Red Dead Astronauts by Jeff Vandermeer. I haven't read any of his. But that I think that one's the one with the really pretty cover, I think. I think I remember. I think I know exactly which book that is actually. I remember the cover a lot more than I do the title. I think this is the result of working in a bookstore. Also read the decidedly not horror but very fun fanficky, The Murder of Mr. Wickham. I saw that. The cover is so cute. Like I'm literally just proving it right. I remember the cover. The cover is so cute. Like I keep looking at it at work. I feel like I'm gonna pick it up at some point. As somebody whose aunt gave her all of Jane Austen to read when I was in high school, I'm low key a sucker for the fanficky Jane Austen stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Reading the Book of Accidents, that shit's crazy. It looks a little bit intimidating. I'm not gonna lie. That's another one I keep looking at work, and I'll probably eventually pick up, but it looks a little intimidating. Very good, but comes with a huge trigger warning for sexual assault. I hear it's pretty fucking dark. So kudos to you on that one. I'll eventually get to it, but man, kudos. Queen's Hope focuses on Amidala. Ooh, there are 2 more in this series. That's also confusing too. There's so many that I'm like, whenever a new one comes out, unless it's like one of those Thrawn books that like all look similar, I'm never 100% sure like if they're part of a series. And Saga Volume 8 and 9. I've heard so many good things about Saga. Liked Pallbearers Club, but my group is split on opinions. Interesting. I like the way that the book is set up. I kind of like flipped through it because I know the like premise is like a character's like making revisions and stuff. So I noticed like the book layout kind of looks like that, and I thought that was kind of cool. I'm a sucker for a gimmick. Read Her Body in Other Parties. Like the first, but I still haven't read In the Dream House, but I did read Her Body in Other Parties, and I quite enjoyed it also. Definitely going to read In the Dream House. Also, I want to know what's on everybody's spooky season TBR. Guys sound like you guys did a lot of awesome reading this month, though, too. I didn't finish too many. I also finished Persephone Station, and I did read a book about menstrual cycles. So, I mean, I did kind of have fun, too, this past month. A very eclectic group of books. So I learned a little bit too, learned a little bit about periods and stuff. Train Unmasking Alice. That one sounds familiar too. I'm gonna do some Googling while the delay. Oh yeah. I recognize this book. Yes. Yep. LSD, Satanic Panic, and something. It's a very long title. Behind the World's Most Notorious Diaries. Oh, that's the it's about Go Ask Alice, right? Yeah. Oh my god, those books were all the rage when I was in high school. All the rage. I feel like that was kind of like my generation's like Flowers in the Attic, like where it's like almost like a rite of passage to read that book. Slewfoot. I literally TikTok keeps showing me this fucking book. And I'm gonna have to fucking read it at this point. I feel like it's a done deal now. It's a done deal. The cover is gorgeous, and I love that it's like not a normal like book size also. That author has a lot of other like books too that look like they're all that weird size. And there's one we have at work right now that's about Krampus that I may have to read for Christmas. I think it's literally just called Krampus. But yeah, I feel like that's the nail in the coffin. Now I'm gonna have to read it. I've seen it too many times on TikTok now. The algorithm knows. Carrie, please relax with me. Don't leave me alone when you shall not be named. All right. Y'all got me fucked up reading Stephen King this month. Tanner's not in here anymore, but he's making me read The Gunslinger, which I started. I don't know if I can finish it, but I've started it. I'll read Carrie. I will try my darndest. So many books. All the spooky books are coming in at work. I bought 3. I literally have them right here, and I'll show you guys in a second because I like have no self-control whatsoever. That video on my channel is my villain origin story, though. I'm low-key starting to hate that video. Most of the comments are normal, like no hate, like if that was like your rite of passage book, man, you're stronger than I am. I'm so glad you're reading Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. They're definitely like kids stories for sure, but the illustrations, oh my god. I still think about them when I'm going to sleep and it's dark. Girls Guts Giallo's book club. I don't know if you know her. The name sounds familiar. I may be following. I may be following somewhere, like on Instagram or Twitter or something. Is reading. I don't know. I'm gonna butcher that word, so I'm not gonna say it. But I'm gonna look it up. A philosopher? Interesting. I'm doing good. How are you? I play it on a loop in the background so you can escape it. I still get comments on that video too. Specifically spooky. I have a bunch of short stories on audio. Ooh, we love a good short ghost story. Thank you for coming, Colleen. Reading non-spooky books for September so I can get super spooky in October. See, I'm like feeling like the opposite. Like there's too many spooky books coming out right now that I'm like, I'm scared I'm going to get overwhelmed in October. So I have to start now. So before too many people drop out, I know it's getting late. I will wrap it up soon. I'm just having too much fun talking with you guys this evening. September, this month's book is The Taking of Jake Livingston. It is YA. It is gay, I think, if I remember correctly. And it's got ghosts. This one has been on my TBR forever, so I'm really excited to read this one. Really excited to read this one. And I will just show you because I have to show off some of the covers because it's 1,000% why I bought these today at work, like as I'm just walking around. This one I intended to buy. So this is an anthology if anybody is into that. Other Terrors and Inclusive anthology. So it's a bunch of scary stories, specifically from marginalized voices. So, and the cover is just fucking gorgeous. I love that cover so much. It is gay. It is gay. Yeah, the podcast sounds familiar. Covers a lot of controversial queer films. Ooh. Controversial and queer? Say less. I'm there. I'm not the biggest fan of Giallos, and I know that's in their podcast name, but gays and ghosts. What more do we need? That's got to be like my channel tagline. Gays and ghosts. Just picked up the audiobook. Ooh, you have to tell me how it is. I love a good audiobook. Yeah, that's all. I'm literally about to double check though. I'm pretty sure it's gay. Hmm. It's gay. I'm pretty sure it's gay. It's gay. It's gay, okay? Oh, you have that anthology too? Nice. Yeah. It definitely has some people I really love in here. Tananarive Due, Stephen Graham Jones, Almakatsu. Huge fan of Almakatsu. I'm very excited about this one. And then I need you guys to just see these two covers. These are both young adult, but I'm not letting that stop me. One, just bask in it. It's Raising the Horsemen by Serena Valentino. I think she writes those the like Disney villain like retelling books that I've never read any of them, but this is Sleepy Hollow but gay. It's like the descendants of Katrina von Tassel and Ichabod Crane, and they're gay. And there's a headless horseman. Gays and ghosts. The tags in Libby say LGBT. Thank you. Okay. I'm like the summary I remember doesn't make it obvious that it is, but I saw like tags on Goodreads or something that it was. Yeah. Share every video with hello, gays and ghosts. That'll be my special spooky October intro. But yeah, so I just saw this at work and I was like, okay, I'm getting that. And then right before the end of my shift, of course, had to get me right at the end there. I saw this, and this is not going to do it justice. I'm sorry, this camera sucks and the lighting sucks, but look how fucking pretty that is. Called The Gathering Dark, and this is another anthology, so I guess that's what I'm doing for spooky season. But it's specifically an anthology of folk horror, and it's gorgeous, and I love it. I haven't read it, but I know that I love it. Will I be banned from Creepy Book Club if I say I like? No. No. Absolutely not. This is the part of the internet where we can all have our own opinions on stuff and not fight each other in the comments or anything like that. Like that's how you get banned from Creepy Book Club, if you're like being an asshole to other people because you don't feel the same way about something. That is not what we do here. You can totally like Flowers in the Attic. I'm glad that people do. like I said earlier, you're stronger than I am, genuinely. No, absolutely not. Selling me on these books. I mean, that is my job. I am a bookseller. I literally haven't read any of them. I wish all customers were like you, Mariel. If I just have to say, like, it's spooky and it's gay, and they're like, here, give it to me. or like Maddie, like if I just be, look at the cover. Here, take it. Buy it. I'm like that easy of a customer. If somebody's like, look at this gorgeous cover, and look, also it's spooky and it's gay, and I'm like, I will take it. Here's my money. Thank you. I'm only mad at Vicky. Oh man. To be honest, I made that whole video about a pretty singular part of that book. So I think I was more mad at that book because it was just so bleak at the end, too. So I think I was a little bit mad when I got done with it. I'm like, man, everything sucks. The world sucks. These Book recommendations are nearly single-handedly responsible. I am screenshotting that now, and that's going to be in my advertisement for Creepy Book Club. You know, like customer testimonials. Yep, that's going in the ad. That's going in the ad for Creepy Book Club. I have no Hey, there's something for everybody. That's books are so varied. There's something for everybody. I should have just known better going into reading that book. Honestly, I should have done more research, and that's on me. Uh, Gotta head out. Yeah, but we have talked for so long. You're all just the bestest people ever. Well said, Jackie. You all are the bestest people ever. I will go ahead and let you guys go, but thank you so much for the amazing discussion. This is definitely going into like my number one favorite creepy book club discussion, hands down. Thank you guys so much. So I will see you next month talking about the taking of Jake Livingston and obviously just around the internet. Feel free to just message me about books anywhere. Be happy to talk to you about books all the time. Seriously, I love you all so much. Thank you. You guys are amazing and genuinely are the bestest people on the internet. And yeah, have a great night / rest of your day, wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much. Bye, you guys. Good night. Good day.